There is something to be said about leading a quiet life. I have tried to fill these spaces with so many things, the things I believed to be beautiful, outward things, material things, the need for validation. I have walked on the wild side, and I can tell you right now, it will not quench your restless spirits. But it was always in the silences, the reflections, the solitude, those still and grace-filled waters, the path of wisdom, work, and pain, the unspoken realization that I was exactly where and who I needed to be, this broken vessel of a soul, just learning how to love and let myself be loved. Nothing on earth can give you that kind of peace. Nothing. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. And I hope we all have a wonderful New Year. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I just want to tone it down a bit and not do anything, that's real big. No real big projects. I'm just going to rest a little bit after Christmas. It's been really crazy. So I got this mold in. It's my last pick from last month from Intoresin. And I didn't realize what I was picking when I picked it. This actually comes with, it has several pieces to it to make it a set. So my next month, I picked the set. So hopefully we'll be able to put it all together. So we're just going to go ahead and do this piece here because I don't want to get in trouble for not doing it, Here it is. It's got some paw prints in it with little hearts and stars. But it has stackable drawers that you can keep stacking. And all of them are different. So I hope to get each one of them and we can make it all as a set and see how beautiful it turns out. So let's go ahead and do this one today. And then I have a few other things that we're going to try to finish up or work on. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to pick, but because I have a lot that I need to get finished. So I'm just going to let you do some of it with me, and some of them I'll do by myself. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. Let me get some colors for it and my resin, and I'll be right back. I'm going to use Let's Resin's neon powders. I picked out a few colors here. And I'm going to brush in each area with a different color. And these are the colors I picked out. Right here. And that's what we're going to use. And this is my little swatch thing that I clean my brush with. I actually made another one of these, and it was in my December Blessings giveaway box. And Amy from Blessed Epoxy by Amy won that box. So I hope she enjoys hers that I made for that box as well. You can take these and clean them out and let it air dry and then put it back in there. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'll link it in my description box if anyone's interested in getting yourself one. They come to a pack. Okay, I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I do this, but I'm going to show you, bring you down and let you kind of get an idea of how I'm just brushing this in. And I'm going to do each one a different color. Nothing's going to be, all pink or all purple, all green. Just going to brush everything a different color using these neon colors here. So that's how I'm going to do it right there. And then I'll meet you back when I'm finished. Okay, I'm finished brushing it in. So now we're going to pour some resin in here with a little bit of glitter in it. And I'm not going to pour it all the way to the top. We're just going to pour it right. I don't know if we can get any on this right here or not, but we'll see. I know I'm going to pour in those areas where I brush the powder in, so that way it can lock that powder in. And my very last pour, that powder won't float up and be shown on the back of our piece. So let me get some resin mixed up, and then we'll do our first pour. I ran this resin, which is Bond Craftor epoxy resin, through my Resinar's Airless Pro Bubble Remover machine to remove the bubbles. And I have this glitter right here. I know it appears orange in the bottle, but if you just use just a sprinkle, then it doesn't give you a color. So I'm just going to give a little sprinkle in each of these cups. I should have done that before I ran it through the Airless Pro Bubble Remover machine. I don't know why I always forget to do that. And I'm going to add a little bit of these little flakes here. Not much, just a tad. Just a teeny weeny bit. There we go. And then I'm not going to whip around in this resin. I'm just going to give it a little loopy-loo stir, and then I'm going to get on out of there. Do the same thing in this one. Just give it a little bit of a stir, and then get right on out. I'm not putting this in my pressure pot this time. So let's go ahead and pour. And I'm just going to pour up here first, because I want to lock those colors in. I don't want them coming out into my next pour. Okay. Now I'm going to just go ahead and slowly pour into the mold until I get it pretty much filled. I'm going to stop right there. I have a little teeny bit left over, not much. So this is almost 6 ounces because that's what I mixed up. And all I have left is a tiny, tiny bit in my cup here. And the mold is not filled. We still have room to fill it. So that's exactly what I wanted. I'm just going to take this little brush here, and I'm going to walk around the mold and release some of those bubbles that are hiding that I can see. Now I'm just going to take my little paper towel here and clean the rim off right quick. Get that resin off. And then we're going to let this cure for about 3 hours. And then we're going to pour our last layer on it. So I'm going to set it over to the side and we'll do something else. Give me just a minute. I'm going to take this piece right here, and I put my liquid latex on the back or the front right here. You can see it. And I'm going to protect that area because I don't want any of the resin to flow over onto the front. So now we're going to take this leftover resin that we had, and I'm just going to kind of dome the back of this with it. Now, you don't always have to use tabletop resin to dome with. And if I'm not doing like coasters or something like that, where the tabletop epoxy is really going to be detrimental to that resin art piece, meaning it's got the heat resistance in it, the scratch resistance in it, and all that good stuff to protect a coaster, the top coat on a coaster. Well, this isn't a coaster. We don't need a heat protection or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and use the rest of this epoxy to dome the back of this piece with. And I think it's going to be pretty because we have some of that glitter in it and some of those flakes in it. Okay, we're finished with it. I'm going to run my heat gun over it right quick, and then I'm going to set it over here and cover it. So we will protect it from any dust getting on it. The reason you haven't seen me finish this tablet slash phone stand yet is because I did not like the bottom part that I made to this. So I made another one. Let's demold it together. I like that a lot better. I do. Okay, so the skate will go on it like that. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to put right here on the front to stop the phone and the tablet from, you know, moving forward. You know, we'll just use this to kind of show you what I'm talking about. We need to put something there so when you put the tablet or the phone right here, it'll prop it up and hold it for you. So I'm still working on that. I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I'm really thinking about a music note. Because when you go skating, music is always playing. You know, it gets you in the groove, you know. So I'm looking for a music note. I do have some music notes. I have these crystal ones that I made, but they won't work. I mean, they will, but I want to use something a little bit bigger. So that actually would be pretty cute. All 3 music notes right there. But I just want something a little thicker. So I'm browsing around for a music note that is a little bit thicker than this. And I think that's what I want to put right there to finish that one off. But isn't that going to be so cute? I love it. I love it, love it. And let me show y'all something that I discovered the other day. These little cabinet feet, they're silicone, you know, and after time, they're going to come off. I mean, it's because I resin them on there, it really holds them on, but you could pick them off. So I'm going to take these off. And we're going to try a more permanent way. I'm going to resand this. I picked up these glass gems. I'm going to put them in a bag, a Ziploc bag. I picked these glass gems up. I really would like them to be a little bit smaller, so I'm on the lookout for some that's smaller than this. I don't want them to be this big, but here's my thought. We put the resin on here, dome it, and put these on the bottom. These are glass. There's no way that's coming off. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be level. Let's look. Let's put that one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Yes. Perfect. So, I'm switching from these little silicone feet, cabinet feet, to this way on my tablet / phone stands from now on. It'll be a permanent fix. They'll never come off, and it'll protect the customer's glass table if they put it on anything that's glass. If you don't put it on glass, then it's fine. But if you put it on glass and it's in the summer and it's really hot, it's going to adhere to that glass. And I know that for a fact because it's happened to me up at the shop where I sell my stuff at. My booth shelf is glass. And I had to take the blow dryer up there 3 times to get 3 of my pieces off of it in the Texas summer heat. So that's what made me start protecting my pieces in case a customer has a glass shelf that they set one of my pieces on. So I'm going to look for some smaller little glass gems, because these are fine for this. I think they're fine for this piece right here. I do. They'll work fine for this. But maybe a smaller piece, you might want some smaller ones on there. But these work perfectly for these tablet / phone stands, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, I'm going to sand that, and we're going to redome it and lay these on the back for this stand right here. And it'll be in my shop when I'm finished with it if anyone's interested in it. Now we're going to get this piece here. Y'all know who this is for. And we're going to go ahead and pull those feet off of the bottom of this one. Those little silicone cabinet feet. Now I'm going to sand that, and we will redome it. And then I'll sand the top here. It needed to be sanded anyway. But I know exactly how this piece is going. We're going to put these right here. We're going to put this lotus right here. We're going to put this jar, which I painted the cap, glued it in there, placed the rhinestones on it, and I filled it up with, you're not going to believe this, forget-me-not bloom. Why did I choose forget-me-not bloom? Because I want her to forget me not. Isn't that cute? I thought that was precious. So we're going to put this in the lotus. Like that. And it's going to go right there. And I want to put it kind of somewhere in the center there. I wish I could clip off these petals and turn it sideways. I wonder if we could do that. I know what. I made several of these. So let's try to clip off these and see if it'll work first before we damage our lotus. So let's get these here. Let me see which ones would be the best to clip off. Let's see. Let's try these. I'm closing my eyes in case that was to come up in my eye. see here. I could resin it, UV resin it like that, and make it stay. And then drop some 2-part epoxy in there when we go ahead and coat it. Yep, that's what we'll do. Okay, I think that's perfect. And we'll put it right there. And then when our dragonfly is cured, we'll put it in the back. What do you think? I don't know if we should add anything else to it. I did make some cute little tiny lotuses here. Let me get you down. You might see better down here. I made some of these cute little tiny lotuses that are just about to bloom. I wonder if we could put one on there. Let's see, we got a little fish too. I made a little fish. And I made this lotus, this one, this one. That's all the ones that I made. So, oh, and I made that one. Oh, and I made that fish too. Y'all think we should put a fish on there? Maybe put him right there. That might be cute. What do you think? I got another one too. That one kind of blends in too much, doesn't it? Or we could do one of these little small lotuses. Let me know. What do you like best? We're fixing to wrap this one up, my friends, and get it shipped off. So, come on, y'all. Chime in. Let me know what your favorite is. Do you like the fish there? Because fish don't swim on top of lily pads, so, you know, but this is our own magical little world, so if we want to, we could put the fish there. Just let me know what you want. Or do you like the fish right over here? Or no fish at all. And put one of these little blooming lotuses. Or nothing at all. Let's see, I could add... No, that's too much. I can't get that big one in there. It's moving my lily pad too much. These two lily pads right here, they have to be, I'll have to get my ruler out and make sure they are right. Both of them are in a straight line. Because when you put the phone or the tablet stand on here, you don't want it sitting crooked. You want it to sit perfectly. So those two have to be right next to each other. So I think that's all we're going to be able to get on there. But I can squeeze that fish in there if y'all want it. I definitely could do that. So let me know. Fish or no fish? And if you have any more ideas, let me know. Why did y'all let me glue that bottle onto the wrong lotus? We're using this lotus, not that one. So let's just take our bottle off. And I'm going to snip this one just like we did this one. I got it on there now. I think it looks so cute and pretty. I might add something else to the bottle to make it even cuter. I don't know. But if you have any ideas, or you like the fish or you don't like the fish, let me know in the comment section below, because we're about to wrap this one up, my friend, and get it shipped off. And I got this in right here. So let's see what this is. Dear Tammy, congrats again on 5K subs. Christmas is around the corner and I just released my book. So I wanted to send it to you as a gift for the holidays. God bless you, from Liddy. Thank you so much, Liddy. You just released your book? That's amazing, my friend. That is such a huge milestone. Congratulations. And thank you so much for sending me one. Let's check it out, my friends. And then I'm going to tell you where you can find this book and get one for yourself. So let's just open it up here. It's signed Laduna M. Wirtz. I hope I said that right, Liddy. Plan, document, and perfect your resin projects. Isn't that cute? Look. Okay, let's take a browse inside. I won't give away all the goodness. We'll just walk through a few pages. Okay, let's check this out. Welcome to your personal resin journal. This journal was purposefully designed to be different from an ordinary notebook. Instead, it is meant to serve as your personal archive for all your unique resin projects. Here you can record your ideas, refine techniques, document your artistic journey, and create a reliable reference for all your upcoming DIY projects. Hello, my name is Epoxy, and I will guide you through your resin journal. You decide what is important to you, what to fill in, and which boxes you check off. Do it yourself. Okay, I'm going to read just this section here because it'll tell us a little bit about Liddy. Who am I and why did I decide to create this resin journal? Hello, my name is Laduna Maria. Friends and colleagues simply call me Liddy, and on the internet, some people may know me under my username, Lidsy. I am currently 57 years old, a mother of 2 adult sons, and have been living in Vienna with my husband for almost 40 years. Congratulations. That's definitely a milestone in itself. I love expressing myself creatively and dedicating myself with passion to my various hobbies whenever my time allows it. I hear you, my friend. This leads me directly to the reasons that matter most to me: time, measurements and materials, cost, and experience. So let's turn the page. I don't want to give away too much out of the book. Okay, so here is a checklist of the most important tools and supplies. So that's mixing cups, pipettes, lighter, drill, UV lamp, stir sticks and spatulas, heat gun or hair dryer, silicone mat, sanding block or file, resin mixer, vacuum chamber, alcohol, trimming tool, paper towels, and wet wipes. I think that covers it all. Okay, so we're going to turn the page. That just tells a little bit more about the book, Now here's where the goodness comes in at. Your project overview. you write your resin project out here, and it tells you the page that it's on. So let's say tablet/phone stand. We're going to find that on page 18. Let's go to 18. We're going to list the resin project here, tablet/phone stand, and then you can list here the silicone mold details, the size of the mold, the number of molds that you use to make the project, and the capacity fill volume, how much resin it held per mold. The silicone mold is suitable for UV resin, epoxy resin, or other. The silicone mold is available in the store, online, or homemade, and then where. Does the mold have any special features? Yes or no. Is the finished object difficult to demold? Yes or no. Resin details. Which resin did I use for the project? Then you come up here. The resin is available in store or online, and where. Properties of resin used. Low shrinkage during curing, low odor, UV yellowing, food safe, high transparency, or other. Air bubbles removed by bubble remover, vacuum chamber, self-degassing. Working time, curing method. Top coat, yes or no. Special techniques used, yes or no. If yes, which. Pouring process, one layer or multiple layers. Turn the page. You can list the colors you use, the colors and pigments. Are they available in store, online? Materials that you use, like glitter, shells, rhinestones, dried flowers, etc. Materials used are available in store, online, or where. Project completed successfully, yes or no. And then over here, any notes or insights or mistakes that you'd like to list. And then you have a space for sketches, photos, or calculations. That is amazing. This is a wonderful tool for every resin artist. And I am so proud to have one. Thank you so much, Liddy. I will list this up here for you all and where you can find it at. So go out and get you one. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good book to have for resin artists. Very good book. And I can't wait to get started using mine. Thank you so much, Liddy, for sending me one of your books. I'm so proud to be an owner of one of these books. Thank you so very much. And I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a wonderful New Year. I've got 40 mils of Bond Crafter resin here. Hopefully that'll finish off our piece here. I'm going to tint it using my Octopus Deep Black Alcohol ink. So I'm just going to shake it up. And then I'm going to put just a little bit in my cup. Just one drop. And get a stick here, and let's stir that up and see what it looks like. Okay, we might want to get one more drop in there. And stir that up. Okay, I might do one more drop. I hope this is not too much. I don't want it real black. I want it like a transparent black. Okay, let's go ahead and pour. I didn't mix up enough. I'm going to have to go mix up a little bit more. I don't think we have enough. I got some more here, and I'm just going to make it all black. Whoops. See if I can twirl that around and mix it up. Okay, I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to pop the surface bubbles. And now we can spritz some alcohol on the top because it's not inside the mold. Okay, I'll meet you back when it's time to demold it. I'm just going to take a Q-tip and go around these edges right here. Get that resin off, so it doesn't come off on our piece. Okay, I'll see you later. We might have enough in between what's left in the bottom of these cups to fill up that little piece of candy there. See? Yep, we had enough. We still have some to put in something else. So let me find something small to put that in. Let's just do some of these little flowers. I'm going to spritz alcohol in the mold. And we'll use these in our I Spy lamp for my giveaway. And I've got some news on that lamp as well, but I'm not going to share it right now. I will share the news a little bit later. I want to let everyone get out of their Christmas fun and all that good stuff before I share it. Okay, I'll meet you back when it's time to demold. See you later. Are y'all ready to demold our piece? Now, if we don't like how it turned out, we can change the colors and change it up a bit before we start making the whole set. But hopefully, it'll turn out really pretty. I love neon colors. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I'm going to walk around the mold and just pull it like that before I start taking it out. Just release it a little bit. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get it out. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, that's so cute. But I would like for it maybe to be a little bit brighter. So, do y'all think we should do white? Look at that sparkle. Oh my word, that is so beautiful. Now, if you wanted to stack these pieces, you could do that. Because you see the little lip on the bottom there? You could just keep stacking them. But it turned out really, really cute. It looks like little pieces of candy in there. I love it. So what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Should we do the background white or do it black? Or Should we do white, black, white, black? Or maybe a different color? I don't know. Let me know how you would do it. And maybe I'll pick one of your ideas. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. You will find this linked in my description box. It is an Intoresin handmade mold. And it is just beautiful. Thank you so much, Intoresin, for sending me this beautiful mold to review on my channel. It's stunning. So pretty. Dome turned out really pretty. And it did leak. See there? It leaked in the front. So let's get our... I'm going to heat it up a little bit, and then we'll get that latex off. See there? That latex pulled it right off. And now we don't have it on our piece, the resin. So I'm just going to go through and peel off all of that latex. It's really strong latex right there. I don't use Monster latex anymore. I use this one because this one is a lot stronger than Monster latex. And I don't know if it's something to do with living in Texas, but every time I buy the Monster latex and I open it up and use it, it ruins half of my bottle. And I have purchased many, many, many bottles thinking that maybe I done something wrong. I would go and try people's suggestions, and everything failed. So, as much as I liked the Monster liquid latex, because you do get a lot for your money, I had to switch to this. So, if you can use Monster liquid latex, I would definitely buy that, because you get a lot more for your money. And this one right here is a little bit more pricey, especially for what you get. But if you have had that problem with Monster liquid latex, let me know. I would love to hear if someone else has had the same issue with the Monster liquid latex. And I take this little tool right here on that end right there, and I just go in the little areas there where it's at that I can't get in there and get it. And then it just pulls it. As soon as I get a little piece out, all of it will come out. And I've still got to put some stones in there because of the nib missing on that. I didn't have the new mold, or I would have made it out of the new one, and we wouldn't have to deal with that. So I'm just going to put some crystals in there, and then that'll fix that. So let me know what you think. Let me know if we should add the things that we talked about on here. And let me know your thoughts and suggestions. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.